Hello everyone, and we are back. This is Teacher Kole bringing you another lesson in learning English. Today we will study the use of articles in English. Words like a, an, and the. We're going to talk about a small but very important part of English grammar. Articles are the little words. Words like a, an, and the. These words are not in all languages, but they are in English, and we use them in almost every sentence. Even though they are small, they can be tricky to use correctly, especially if your native language does not use them. By the end of this session, you will know what articles are, 2, when to use a, an, and the, and when not to use articles. All right, let's get started. Articles are words that come before a noun to show whether the noun is specific or general. We have the definite article. The definite article is the. The is used when you are talking about a specific person, place, or thing, such as the book on the table is mine. We're being very specific. We're being definite about which book. But we also have indefinite articles. Indefinite articles are words like a and an. We use a and an when we're talking about something general but not very specific, such as I saw a bird. I saw a bird. Not specific, it's more general. Now, we use a before words that start with a consonant. So you might ask, what is a consonant? A consonant is a letter that is not a vowel. We use a before words that start with a consonant, such as a car. The C in car is a consonant, or a dog. The D is a consonant, but we use an before words that start with a vowel. Before a vowel. So words like apple or elephant, we would say an apple or an elephant. A, E, those are vowels. Okay. Let's talk about when to use articles. when to use a, an, or the. Well, we use a or an. We use a or an when we're talking about non-specific nouns. For example, I need a pen. It can be any pen. Any pen will do. Or she wants an orange. Any orange will do. Notice a before the consonant, an before the vowel. All right, that's when we use a or an. But what about the? We use the for specific nouns. For example, I need the pen. Over there. I need that pen. I'm talking about a very specific pen. Maybe it's a red pen. I want the red pen over there. Or, for example, the orange you gave me was sweet. It's not any orange. It's the orange. It's the orange you gave me. Okay, we also use the for very specific or unique things. For example, the sun is shining. It's a unique thing. It is a specific thing. It's the one sun. Or I live near the ocean. The ocean. It's a unique thing. We're talking about the ocean that's nearby. It's specific. Okay. Let's talk about when not to use an article. When not to use an article. Okay, don't use an article with plural or uncountable nouns when speaking in general. For example, she loves cats. She loves cats, not the cats, but loves cats in general. Okay, another example. Water is important for life. We need water. It's important for life. But again, these are nouns that we're speaking about in general. Don't use an article with plural or uncountable nouns. I can't count water. 1 water, 2 water. It's water. It's too big. It can't be divided up, unless maybe a bottle of water. And cats is plural. We don't use articles with plural or uncountable nouns. Okay. So now let's talk about some common mistakes and how to avoid them. Let's look at some common mistakes with articles and how to fix them. Let's look at mistake number 1. I need a water. That is incorrect. Water is not countable. You might say, I need a bottle of water, but a bottle is countable. What you should say, the correct way, I need some water. We use some for nouns that are not countable. And here's a tip. Don't use a or an with things you cannot count, like water, rice, or advice. If you can't count it, don't use a or an. Okay, let's talk about another common mistake. Another common mistake is forgetting to use the with specific nouns, such as pass book on table. This is wrong. Book, table, these are specific nouns, and you can count them. We should say, pass the book on the table. Table is specific. We can count it. Book is specific. We can count books. Use the when the listener knows which thing you're talking about. It's specific. The listener knows. So we say the. Okay, let's look at another common mistake. Drop my eraser there. That's okay though. Another mistake is using the when talking about things in general. Not specific, but in general. For example, if we're just talking about dogs, we like dogs. In general, we would not say the dogs are friendly. Not if we're speaking generally, no. Generally, using the plural noun, dogs are friendly. At least we hope so. Nice dogs are friendly. So that's another common mistake. That's the 5th mistake we've looked at. Okay. So let's talk more. Articles can be tricky. So here's one more tip. Leave out the if you mean all of something, not specific ones. All right, let's practice. Let's practice together. Let's fill in the blanks with a and the or nothing. Sometimes we don't use an article. All right. I saw blank cat in the garden. What would you choose there? Let's look at another one. She wants blank apple from the basket. How do we know? How do we know which one to pick? Let's pick one more. We are going to blank park later. All right. What did you pick? I saw a cat in the garden. It's not a specific cat that I know about, it's just a cat. It's one of many cats that was in the garden. I saw a cat. But you could pick the if you were specific about which cat. So someone says, I lost my cat. Where's my cat? You could say, I saw the cat. I saw your cat. I saw the cat in the garden. This eraser keeps getting away with me. If we're looking for the cat, specific, it's the. But usually, if you're just walking down the street, you're like, I was in the garden, and I saw a cat. I didn't know whose cat. It was just a cat. How about this one? Give you a hint, give you a tip. Is she being specific about one particular apple? No. She wants an apple. Any of the apples in the basket. There's a dozen apples in the basket. She wants one. It could be any one. You pick. She wants an apple. And notice the vowel, an apple. Notice the consonant, a cat. All right, let's look at one more. What about those uncountable nouns? Blank water is in this bottle. How are we going to think about it if we're counting bottles? Okay, but what about water? Blank water in this bottle is cold. This is a trick one. Now, if you were paying attention, you would pick the water. Now, that's a hard one. It's hard because usually we'd say, I want some water. But we're being specific about the water in this bottle. Articles are tricky. You would say, I want some water. But if you're being specific about water in a bottle, well, and you're commenting on it, you're saying this water in this bottle. You're being definite and you're counting it. So that one is a little bit tricky. All right. Very good job. You are doing a great job at learning. Okay. Let me just close with a few tips. As you're learning about articles, listen and notice. Pay attention to how native speakers use a, an, and the in conversations, in movies, and in songs. Tip number 2, practice speaking. Try describing objects around you right now using articles. For example, this is the dry erase board. I'm specific. Tip 3, ask yourself questions. Is this specific, or is it general? Or is this noun countable? Or is it uncountable? And remember, it's okay to make mistakes. Over time, you'll get a natural feel for when to use articles. Okay, that's it for today's lesson on articles. To summarize, use a and an for general nouns. Use the for specific or unique nouns. And don't use articles with uncountable nouns or plural nouns, especially when speaking in general. Thank you for being such an attentive audience. Keep practicing, and articles will soon become second nature to you. If you like these videos, please comment below. If you comment, I promise I will respond. And if you want to stay up to date with new videos, please subscribe to Teacher Kole's YouTube channel. All right, that's it for now. We will be back soon. Keep trying in your language learning journey. All right, see you next time.